Could a live-action Marvel and DC crossover ever happen? I have seen some chatter online about a possible movie crossover between the two studios, as Kevin Feige and James Gunn are in charge of each universe and have worked together in the past, getting along and even hinting that they would like to do a crossover. So the question is, would a crossover actually work? Really quick guys, I saw that 99% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed, so if you enjoy my videos, please help me out and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Back to the video. Starting out on a positive note, James Gunn and Kevin Feige have alluded in the past of the possibility of a crossover event, which is a great sign that this could actually happen. But there's a lot more that goes into it than just thinking that it would be cool. You have to consider the studios and the executives. Would they be able to find agreeable terms with the cost and profit sharings? What about the studios agreeing on the story and each of their characters, how they're shown in the story? Just think about how hard it was to get Spider-Man into the MCU because of the studio conflicts. I'm sure that many people who were involved in the process of making these movies would love to make it happen. But realistically, the executives might not allow it because all the moving parts that happen in the back end of the making movies. But let's say by miracle, both studios agree to move forward on making this happen. I'm sure both sides would have strict rules about their characters winning or losing fights to other characters from the opposite studio. Would Marvel be okay with Spider-Man losing a fight to Nightwing or Captain America losing a fight to Batman? They wouldn't want their characters and their heroes looking weak. Just like it was leaked that The Rock has a clause in his contracts that he's not allowed to lose a fight in his movies, it's the same thing. And trust me, as a fan, I would love to see this crossover happen. So let's say if the studios agree to it, how I want to see it. For something this big, it will have to be a two-part movie, similar to Infinity War and Endgame, where they shoot the movie back-to-back all at once, and they just release it in two-part movies. I believe that both movies will have to be pretty long, around 3 hours long of each movie. Kind of similar to the Avatar movies, how each of them are 3 hours long. And if you think that that's too long, just think about how many characters and character interactions and dynamics they have to show in a crossover event that big. Now, when it comes to the story, there's a lot of different ones they can pull from the comics. But in my opinion, creating a brand new story would be just fine, because the whole point of this movie is just a fan satisfaction of seeing all these characters together in the big screen. For example, while making this video, it got announced that Spider-Man and Superman are getting a crossover comic book event, and it's been huge on TikTok and YouTube and social media. And it made me think how even if they couldn't do a crossover event of all the characters, they could do crossover events with just Spider-Man and Superman, just two characters, would be a lot more manageable. But going back to the big crossover main idea, the villains will have to be a multiversal threat, of course, for them to even be in the same universe. And for the first movie, it would follow different groups of heroes splitting up into both universes. So some Marvel characters teaming up with DC heroes in the DC universe, and some DC heroes teaming up with Marvel heroes in the Marvel universe. Think about how Infinity War, we had Captain America's group in Wakanda and Iron Man's group in space, and the second movie they all came together. I want to see something similar to that. Since there will be a lot of characters to show in this crossover, not all characters will be able to interact with each other. So let's go over 8 character matchups that I will think will be the priority. Starting out with Spider-Man meeting Superman. Reasons that I said previously in the video of they'll just get along really easily, and the comic book crossover, people being hyped up about that. I think that'll be really awesome. Spider-Man meeting Batman, where Batman is both annoyed and impressed by Spider-Man. And what I mean by that he's annoyed is that how much Spider-Man talks, but he's also impressed with his abilities and how much of a good hero Spider-Man is. Next one will be Spider-Man Nightwing. They're both young, charismatic, cracking jokes, and both very acrobatic. I think they'll go back and forth really well with each other. We will get a lot of banter and like a lot of mutual admiration for each other. Some other characters that I think would be cool to see is Spider-Man interact with the Flash and Green Arrow as well. Next up will be Batman and Iron Man. I think they'll be a must. Both characters are geniuses, billionaires. They use a lot of advanced tech. Their dialogue together will be really passive aggressive, with Batman getting under Iron Man's skin. Next up will be Superman and Captain America. I think that's another must. Two characters that represent hope and leadership. They would instantly respect each other. There will be no ego, and they will be natural co-leaders of their groups. Next, I have Thor and Wonder Woman together. Just two gods meeting another god. I think that would be really cool. They would have a lot of instant warrior respect for each other, and they will have an incredible battle chemistry. I think they could make some really cool fight scenes with them together. Next, I got Doctor Strange and Doctor Fate. I think this is a good pairing for obvious reasons. They're both masters of magic in their respective universes, and you could do some really amazing cinematography with them together. And my last one is Superman and the Hulk. This is the only pairing that I want to see fight each other. I don't think all these characters need to go and have a civil war of them fighting each other. Superman and Hulk will be the only one that I would like to see them fighting, and then the other heroes coming and stepping in and stopping the fight. There are a lot more characters that would be cool to see together, but obviously there's a constraint from the movies, how long the movies are. Because those are my main choices, especially taking into consideration what I just said about the movie, that there's not enough time to show all the characters interacting with each other. But let me know in the comments which character matchups and that character dynamics you'd like to see in a crossover event like this. When I first saw people talking about this potential crossover, they would mention the studios making multiple movies and TV shows, and I honestly just don't see that happening. I think that for them, it would just be too much headache to pull off that many projects while working with different set of studio executives, so many different actors with different busy schedules. A project like this would be a one and done. And that's why the idea of 2 movies would be the only way I see this happening. Thank you if you made it all the way through to my video. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you have the hype feature available, hit the hype feature, and I'll be back with another video next week. See you soon. Peace out.